Alrighty. Had to do like a back-to-back recording because you know, I missed the day recording, but not watching the movie. Like I still watch the movie every single day, uh, but just like had some company over, so I was more focused on that than trying to get a little recording out. But like I said, still watched the movie. So the movie for October 10th that I'll be talking about in this video is Werewolves. Sort of new, and it was my brother that brought it to my attention. Um, so just good timing, him coming over and us watching it. And werewolf stuff, I actually quite like werewolf stuff as like a fictional, horror character. I don't know, werewolves just seem kind of cool. Not like in an edgy, like the wolf inside me sort of thing, but more, just like their physicality. Like they are cool looking creatures, and I feel like some werewolf lore is always really cool. Um, Best werewolf movie, uh, Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were Rabbit. No, well, I mean, kinda. Very funny movie at least, but a werewolf movie I always tend to think about whenever I think of werewolf movies is a movie called Bad Moon. Um in that movie, I think is like mainly saved by like the last like 20 minutes really. Uh, but I don't want to spoil that here. This is just a soft recommendation for Bad Moon, so go check that one out if you like werewolf stuff. I guess some other werewolf stuff to recommend. Werewolves Within, the horror comedy. Uh, what's his name? But it's just because of the guy, Richardson, Sam Richardson, right? That dude's really funny. Like him a lot. So if you ever like heard of that movie or just kind of seen it around, check it out. It's pretty good, especially for werewolf stuff. If I remember, the transformation scene in that is really good, and it's kind of like a good like mix up on like the werewolf theme. Instead of it just being like pure, I guess, like werewolf chaos, it is more of like a murder mystery sort of thing. Them trying to pick out who the werewolf is, and since they're locked in a cabin, this just turned into like a light review for Werewolves Within and a recommendation for that movie. No, but the movie for October 10th was Werewolves, 2024, starring Frank Grillo. So I mean, that kind of gives you an idea where the movie's gonna go. I mean, like, no hate to Frank, but he's just like the projects that he's in are always just kind of decent. And I mean, this one's no different, but you just have that uh, werewolf mixed in, which is kind of cool. And I guess the major thing I'll give this movie props for is like the werewolves look decent. I actually quite like the look of the werewolves in this, and they do show werewolves pretty often, which is another plus. I feel like sometimes a lot of horror movies that are about one thing, like either one creature or whatever, um, can like sometimes shy away from showing it all the time. Well, and then at that point you'll think it's like, well, what was the point of making the movie if you're gonna shy away from the creature? So I'm very happy that they do show the werewolves a lot. I mean, again, like movies called Werewolves plural, uh, and there are werewolves running around. So I mean, at least you get that, and the title wasn't a lot. No, but I mean, everything aside from that, just very like middle of the road kind of thing. Unfortunately, um, yeah, characters I don't really like, care too much for. Uh, this like kind of loose plot about like the supermoon and like the weird, I guess, like almost like politics of their world, like surrounding that. Like everybody's like so scared about the supermoon, and all this like research is going into like into the supermoon. Like, I don't know, just like a lot of setup just to have like people, like multiple people turn into werewolves so they can like run around and kill people. But then speaking on kills, I mean, like kind of light. Uh, it does that thing again too, where like people would just get like grabbed and taken away, or like they'll be attacked and then like it'll cut away from the attack and just like show the blood splatter. So two things I already don't really like. I mean, if you're gonna have like werewolves running around, just like have them just. I mean, like at that point, just go crazy, right? Just have them like tear people up. There's another movie too with werewolves. It's like I believe it's a movie from Ireland. I'm blanking on the name right now, unfortunately, because it like, and again, it is unfortunate because it is a really cool movie, but pretty sure it's from Ireland or like Scotland or something. I don't know, same place. Am I like completely stupid for saying that. Who cares? Uh, they have the accent. You know the accent I'm talking about. Whenever you think of people from Ireland, or you think of people from like Scotland, they have that accent. But the characters have that accent is the point. So that's why I'm assuming it's from there. But it's basically just like a group of military guys, and they stumble across a werewolf attack, and they're just like surviving in the woods from werewolves. That movie's really cool, and that movie has really cool like like gore scenes, like just like action scenes in general. But that movie rocks. Maybe if I like look into it a bit more, I'll like put it in the description. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But again, like this is one of those movies, Werewolves, I'm talking about again, where I'm thinking about other movies while I'm watching it, which I don't think is a good thing. And I mean, you can always say like compared, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy, right? But I mean, if I'm already not enjoying it, then of course I'm gonna compare it to stuff. And I mean, again, I was with my brother, so we were just talking throughout the movie. Like obviously still like engaged with it, but more engaged with like what we're gonna be talking about as a result of the movie, not because of the movie itself. Well, I guess if it's like keeping us engaged long enough to just like continue talking about it, I guess it is engaging. So I don't know, scratch that. But you kind of get what I mean, or maybe you get what I'm meaning. Whenever you have somebody next to you, you're just kind of more focused on the company, and the movie is like an afterthought. But the movie still like provides like the conversation. So that's kind of how this movie was for me at least. And again, like I feel like this is going to be a short one because I don't think I have much to say about this one. It was just eh. Uh, and I mean, like I wouldn't recommend it personally. Probably won't ever watch this again, or think about it much again, because there's other werewolf movies that I really like a lot more than this one. So if I were to watch, if I was just like in a werewolf mood for whatever reason, I'd sooner watch those than this. And I mean, I can only recommend this if you like werewolves to begin with, honestly. If you're not really into werewolves, you're not gonna get much out of this. Actual like horror stuff is like kind of lacking again, aside from like the horror animal of the movie, or like horror creature of the movie. A lot of the kills not that great. A lot of the characters just sort of whatever. A lot of the acting as well, just sort of whatever. But yeah, this is just like a movie, I guess, if that makes sense. Everything kind of happens because it's a movie. Yeah, so ending off, yeah, not recommended. But if you like werewolves, I'd say go ahead. Yeah, this is probably like the shortest one. Again, just like not much to say on it, but I guess that's it. Regardless, take care.